Welcome back, nerds. This one is going to hurt. So, we're doing another episode, and this one is part 3 of the Fear Street installments. 1666 or something like that. A very appropriate number. But before we get started, we decided to try out these Pocky. That's okay. These Pocky.
That's what people call it. Okay, that's what I've heard.
We're gonna try the Pocky One Chip Challenge boxes, the extremely spicy, horrifying things that no one should ever eat, and we're gonna give it a go because why not?
That's backwards, so we can't even see it. Never mind.
Mabel, this one's not for you. I'm sorry.
So we didn't decide this. Should we eat this now or at the end?
So I think we should eat it now and try to get through it.
Oh boy, okay.
And if we can't, we'll pause the video and come back later.
Okay.
You down for that?
We're gonna do our best.
We're gonna do our best. I'm thinking we start with a half a chip, just like a good old...
If we start with a half a chip, I'm not gonna eat the rest.
Alright, I'm opening mine up, baby.
You open it up. I'm going to let the folks... Excuse me, no. So, one chip challenge with Carolina Reaper Scorpion Pepper. Inside...
this looks bad.
Inside is one extremely hot tortilla chip. The package is pretty dope, honestly. So, there is a warning on the back. Do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades, or capsaicin, or are pregnant or have any medical conditions. Keep out of reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap, and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Seek medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea. The ingredients: blue corn, sunflower, and or safflower oil, Carolina Reaper pepper, scorpion chili pepper, and sea salt. Ooh, I like some sea salt. It's got some information. You can't see it on the camera. Everything will be backwards. But so what to expect? Made with Carolina Reaper pepper and scorpion pepper, this straight from hell chip was created for the sheer pleasure of intense heat and pain. So for all of you weirdos out there,
yep,
this is perfect. Round 1, spicy punch. Not too bad, right? We've had spicy sauces before that have hurt so bad.
Yeah, we tried that 100% pain sauce, and that was...
sounded like it was so goofy it wasn't going to be hot. But no, they were just like, this is 100% pain in my mouth. Let's just name it that.
There is no pleasure or taste. It was just that.
Round 2, scorpion sting. So I'm imagining it's going to get so hot, it will just hurt and maybe sting your tongue, your roof of your mouth, whatever. Round 3, vision disruptor. So we're gonna cry, definitely. We are going to cry. So if we have any enemies watching,
now's the time.
Now's the time, because you're gonna see us cry. Round 4, gut slash. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking forward to that, is what I mean. I don't like that.
That is so far the least enjoyable one, but I'm still not digging the vision disruptor. I don't what?
I'm just gonna cry as long as you don't fork and touch your eyes, Ollie.
I'm not gonna touch.
And don't touch Mabel. Oh my God! Do not touch Mabel. She's laying right here. I think you can see her. Yes, you can see her on the camera. Don't touch Mabel. Hands away from the animal. Round 5 is the final round, and it just says roasted. And it has a picture of a melting skeleton.
Lovely.
Melting skull.
Baby, I can smell this from here. It smells unpleasant.
Yeah, it looks like a rotten tortilla. Honey, they can't.
Yeah, this doesn't look like...
I don't want to touch it. But you can't touch anything with those fingers now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like something that should be eaten.
They have a whole... How long can you last before getting owned, eating or drinking anything? Alright, so... I'm not... Oh, they have a little... I destroyed the Pocky 2021 chip challenge. Also, if we're saying that wrong... Oh well, I don't care. Yeah, so do you think you can make it? There is 5 minutes, powerless, you wimp. There is 10 minutes, powerful. Which, I mean, I like that. I like the, the title of being powerful.
Baby, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm making it 35 seconds.
30 minutes, supercharged. And 1 hour is invincible.
Is the pain gonna last 1 hour?
Longer, probably. Because once it dies down in our mouths, it has to go through our guts and then our booty hole.
All right.
Which I'm also not looking forward to. The last time I saw somebody eat one of these was on the Basement Yard.
How'd that go?
Also, you guys should go watch the Basement Yard. I think Frank got, I think it was like almost an hour. So he was getting it, but he was in a lot of pain. That grown man was in terrible pain.
All right.
Joe did not touch it. I don't think. I think he like a little dab, if I remember correctly. So, and he also got a bit spicy. He was a spicy boy too.
All right. Well, let's take our bites and.
I'm stalling. I'm looking at the packages. Okay. Face the Reaper. Any last words? Rules for the challenge. Eat the entire chip.
Nah, I'm taking a bite. I'm taking a bite.
That's a big chip.
That's a big chip. I can't fit my mouth around that.
That's a big chip.
I'm taking one bite. That's it.
Wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything. And post your reaction on social media with hashtag #OneChipChallenge and mention @PockyChips.
All right, come on.
Hey, it's low calories.
No more stalling. Let's do this horrible thing.
So we have like skim milk here, 1% milk, and some chocolate cake. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your pee-pee, and don't touch Mabel. No sensitive areas. Don't touch your nose.
Okay.
I'm just saying, these are fresh piercings. That's gonna hurt.
Okay. Remember, I'm only taking one bite of this monstrosity.
I think if I keep drinking milk and take bites of chocolate cake, it'll coat the inside of my mouth.
That's what I've been hoping, because I've been drinking. Okay, come on.
It might at least coat our intestines.
If only.
I'm
so nervous.
I'm scared. Okay. Oh, Mabel must see a ghost. Okay. Which we should talk about my haunted doll sometime.
We should talk about your daunted halls. Daunted halls?
It's okay. It's okay. We're stressed out right now. I understand. My stomach is already upset because I'm so nervous.
Me too.
I told you, yeah, sure, let's do this. Why did I do that?
You seemed so
nonchalant. I am ready to unalive myself, I guess. As the kids say these days. I'm ready for my senior discount.
All right.
Oh, no. Hey, I got a discount because I don't have the full chip. Oh, no, it's still in there. No.
Maybe I'm taking one bite.
Maybe I just eat that piece. Would that be chill?
That's fine with me. I'm taking one bite.
Would that be cool? So, yeah. The whole thing? The piece I'm going to eat.
Cheers.
Oh, it's all over my hands.
Yeah, you're going to have to wash your hands. Boop. Let's take a bite. Okay.
Oh no, you did it! I'm scared. I'm scared. If I see how you react, though, I'm going to be even more scared. 1, 2, 3, okay? Ow, it's already...
Don't speak. Don't speak.
Don't speak.
Don't swallow.
We failed.
Not even 30 seconds.
And it wasn't even the whole chip.
Dear God, this is so bad. No one should do this.
We're gonna die on camera.
Oh. Oh.
We should take turns washing our hands. Did it help? It helped a little. tell you a secret?
Mm-hmm. I want to die.
When I made this cake, I put chili powder in it.
What is wrong with you?
Not chili powder, cayenne. It's good when you put it on your ice cream. It's calming down.
No.
I've just been continuously eating cake, though.
So things I heard this week.
Oh, I'm dying.
Welcome back again.
Yes.
We are.
Bird facts. Ouch, my legs.
So while you look for a good bird fact,
I'm just gonna open it. But if you can go first still.
Yeah, just a couple things that I want to talk about that I heard about this week. So, I'm sure as everyone heard, OnlyFans almost got rid of all its porn.
They didn't?
No! I heard about that today.
I thought they were gonna do sports.
Yeah, they were going to get rid of all of their sexually explicit content. They can still have nudity as long as it's not sexually explicit. So I don't know what the fuck that is. But it was whatever. After one day of people having heard that, everyone going, no.
Yeah.
We are
so dumb.
We only go to OnlyFans for one thing, and it's not sports.
It's not sports. Unless you bone after.
But that being said, OnlyFans heard the outcries from the fans, and by that I mean people stopped subscribing and closed up that app because they were like, well, I guess that's it for this. So OnlyFans took that back real quick and said, yeah, porn's okay. And that happened as of earlier today. Other cool things that happened this week, the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie came out.
Yeah.
And while I'm very excited for it, I'm not a big fan of the storyline they're adapting. They're adapting I forgot the fucking name of this Spider-Man. Sorry, I'm still feeling the chip.
He's still alive. All right.
Anyways, I'm not a big fan of the storyline they're adapting. I don't remember the name of it because I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, comic fan at least. But essentially, after the events of Civil War and Spider-Man having his identity revealed, he makes a deal with Mephisto when I believe his aunt gets murdered because go figure, the one thing he was afraid would happen 100% happened. So he made a deal with Mephisto to not have given up his identity. But the deal was, yeah, sure, I can make sure people forget who you are, but you have to give up your marriage to Mary Jane, which is just because writers were like, well, you can't be married. That's too happy. Comic books, man. So yeah, they're adapting that, but in a teen version of him, and instead of dumb demon Mephisto, because he's an actual physical demon, like a hell demon.
What do you mean they should have brought him in? Demons are fun.
I don't know. It just seems so out of place. Like, hi, I'm Spider-Man. I'm going to stop this mugging, and I'm going to make a deal with the actual devil.
I think it's fun. It's funny.
Fair enough. But instead it's Doctor Strange, and they're going to do all sorts of shenanigans. And essentially they're like, well, we can do this storyline because of reasons, but also Into the Spider-Verse made a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's possibly our best Spider-Man movie. So what if we just did that again? And
But in the trailer it doesn't show the blessed boy Saint Tobey Maguire.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me is like, I hope it's not just a rumor. Like, I hope he is in it.
If it is somehow just a rumor, that movie's getting a 2 on Tomato.
Tobey Maguire's not in it. It's a fail.
But no, I mean, it had his Green Goblin, presumably it was the same grenade and the same...
His Doc.
His Doc Ock. Also, Willem Dafoe's laugh as the Green Goblin is very good.
Willem Dafoe just is good.
He's very good.
So good.
Especially at, wild, eccentric characters. Yeah. I would love to see him play the Joker once.
Oh.
It would be
that would have been
wild.
Good. He'd be a great Joker.
He'd be a ridiculous one, but in a good way. I'd be super into it.
Joaquin Phoenix did it. I mean, he's a great actor, but like that Joker kind of sucks.
That's
like,
because he's an incel.
Look at this poor Joker. He painted his face and nobody laughed at him, and now he's gonna be a psycho. Yeah, okay. I don't feel bad for him. He's insane. Yeah, he got bullied. He's like going through hard times. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean you gotta kill people.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, no, that whole
there were so many there were so many boys who were like, I really love this movie. It's my new favorite movie. He's so cool, and like I relate to him and stuff. And it's just like, if you relate to him, please keep very far from me. Like,
honestly though. So, like, yeah, no, the thing with that Joker movie, like, that Joker, his whole deal, not even just the movie, but that Joker, his deal is just, he represents that weird section of the internet that's like, I understand what society really means, and it means that I'm oppressed because of reasons that don't exist.
Because I'm a stressed out white man.
And that's what his Joker represents, essentially. But even worse than that, the movie itself is like, he does this because he's mentally ill and they don't get any representation. It's like, that's not... What you're doing is incorrectly representing mentally ill people.
Yeah.
And doing worse things than just, like, ignoring them. I mean, that's also awful, but, like, this movie is going so much farther in the opposite direction.
It's like, hey, you shot up a whole school? Oh, man, you went through a tough time, huh? It's like, oh my god, no!
Like, there's clearly issues to unpack, but, like, there's other things that are more pressing.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, excited for the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully it is as good as it's been hyped up to be, and that the rumors are true, and they're not just lame-o claims. Mm-hmm. Ready for a bird fact? Baby. All right, so I opened it up to a page 294, and my birds, their life, their ways, their world.
You know, I understand that it needs a subtitle, but I do wish the book was just called Birds.
Me too. But I kind of like it because it's like, birds, their life, their ways, their world.
It's almost like a self-contained poem.
Yeah. Like a self-help book almost.
Oh, a bird's self-help book.
All right, you ready?
I'm so ready.
Oh, my tummy hurts. All right, so, I'm going to pronounce this wrong.
Sounds good.
Califormes.
Califormes?
Califormes. I think it's Califormes.
Okay, let's go with Califormes.
Okay. Small birds with long tails composed of 10 feathers of varying length. Their name comes from their creeping habits, which I'm very curious about that. One of these birds is called a mouse bird. Mouse birds hang from twigs and clamber about in a rather unbird-like fashion. So I really badly want to look up how a mouse bird rambles about.
So not only do they creep, but they creep in a way that they just walk around that's very unbirdly. What hideous thing does this look like?
It's really cute. I have a picture in my book. It's cute. You guys should look up a mouse bird. It's cute. That's all I got for you today. Mouse birds are fun.
All right. And that's been Bird Facts with Jess. All right. So let's get down to business.
Whoa, this one's got a big beak. Okay. Sorry. I had a long
So let's get down to business.
To defeat
the Huns. Fear Street, 1666.
Yes.
The period piece of
yes.
of the trequel.
The trequel.
The trequel. This one is the most like exposition heavy, seeing as the whole thing is just all right. So here's the truth. Here's what's actually going on. But I was pretty into it. The general plot from A to Z is at the end of the last movie. Main character from movie number 1 Dina, thank you very much. Collects all the bones, puts them all together, bleeds all over them.
Yes.
And then is mentally transported back in time to the colonial founding era.
Yes, to see the truth.
Yes. And she experiences life as Sarah. Nope. Yeah. Sarah Fear. I'm so good at this. And she experiences life as Sarah Fear. You see her just go through her day. You see her meet her love interest, and then her actual love interest. You see her go to like a teen night party, which you know.
In 1666 was lit.
Oh yeah, they were getting raunchy. Not even just for the period, they were getting raunchy.
Yeah, they were getting raunchy, and it wasn't all teenagers.
Now some of them were a little old to be there.
Some of them, were a bit older. Shouldn't have been at a teenage gathering. Like college kids who hang out with high schoolers, and not like freshmen in college, but like seniors in college who like date and or just party with 18-year-olds. It's weird.
Yeah. But that's where they were going. You see a little bit of their time in the past. Each of the main characters from the previous movies get to make a reappearance in this one, playing whatever. I don't know. I'm not even sure if they're connected. They just get to play more characters, but in the past.
Yeah. Like reincarnations or something.
Maybe. I feel like they should be connected, right?
Yeah. But it's just kind of like an American Horror Story thing where they just use the same actors, just different characters.
Exactly. But in my headcanon, reincarnation for the win. After we see their party, we see shenanigans start to bluster as we find out Sarah Fear is a lesbian. And that leads to a lot of...
she's a witch?
Yeah, I mean, it's 1666. You're a lesbian. That means you're a witch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. A lot of people nowadays would be witches.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. More witches. More witches for the win. But in that time, bad time. This is a bad time to be a witch. Bad time to be a lesbian. Because they get outed real quick, and the rest of the movie is just them trying to survive 1666 as gay women.
Yeah, they're not like outed as lesbians. They're just outed as being witches.
Yes.
At the party, the love interest. Gosh, I don't remember her name. No offense. She is one of the most bland characters in the movie or in the show.
I don't think that's her fault.
Girlfriend.
I think it's just that in both of the movies that she is a prominent character, she plays the love interest in both of those movies.
And they don't really give her a lot of character. It's just be in love, I guess.
Yeah, because her whole gimmick is that she's supporting the main character and her development. And that happens in any movie. It's just kind of unfortunate that she had to be the same character twice.
Yeah. But she's at the party, and one of these, college boys approaches her, and everybody's a little high from eating from weird berries that they stole from the local witch, who was a woman who fell in love with a native, and then married him and learned, his culture, and then everybody was like, she's a witch because she knows native culture.
Yeah, she knows.
Which, though, she did turn a witch. Yeah, she was like, cool. You know what? They say I'm a witch. Sure, I'm a witch. Now I have a creepy book. And then when they steal the berries...
Well, she wasn't using the creepy book. She was just kind of like... It seems like she found it and was like, this is bad. I should store this away. And then these dumbass teenagers were like, ooh, here's a book. I'm going to read all of this devil's names out loud. If you find a book that's clearly a demon stored inside of it, don't read out loud.
Yeah, unless you really just want a friend.
I'm just saying, read it in your head.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
But that's how this whole thing starts. Our main character is being a real proper teenager, reads from the fucking book out loud.
Eats the hallucinatory berries. Everybody eats them. And like I said, then the love interest. She gets hit on by one of these college boys, and she's not having it, but he's, he's a frat boy. in 1666. You know, he's not going to give up. He's going to keep going until either he gets what he wants or until, like, someone gets mad and she runs away. Which, in fact, kind of happens. Sarah Fear / Dina kind of rescues her from the situation. And they run off into the woods and make out and do a little bit more.
Oh, they get nasty.
Next to this giant boulder.
Yeah.
And that's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder. And unfortunately, they're seen, and this leads into the rest of their plight as they then get outed, not specifically as lesbians, but as witches, which is it's not a code. People know what it means.
Yeah.
And
people knew some weird shenanigans were going on between the two of them, especially the parents.
Mm-hmm. But while they're getting, going through all this stuff. The fact that the main character did read from the book did indeed unleash the demonic hellbeast powers into the world, and people started getting infected right away. The town started to die. The crops just wilting away. The first of the serial killers to be infected, the pastor, killed.
Pastor.
What did I say?
Pasture.
Oh,
like
pasteurized?
where cows graze.
Whoopsies. The pastor pasteurizes. No, he kills all of the children in the fucking village.
Yeah, and it doesn't shy away from anything.
Nah, it was gnarly. It was just the
all of their... Okay, so if you guys get grossed out, you probably want to speed it up, like, for 30 seconds or so. But all of their eyes are gone. They've been plucked out.
Yeah, and they're in a weird, gross puddle in the middle of the church that they're all seated at. And boy, howdy, was that a gnarly scene? I liked it. I liked it a lot.
No, yeah, from a like a horror movie standpoint, it was really good.
But everyone else comes in. They see everything. People freak out, and it just this last I keep saying episode. This last installment.
Well, I mean, it's. Yeah. Basically, they're like 3 very long episodes.
Basically. This last installment, it keeps ramping up faster and faster and faster and faster until climax. And we watch as the girls are trying to escape, trying not to get caught. Unfortunately, one of them does. The other one comes out to save her girlfriend, and then she gets strung up for being a witch and buried, and her friends take her to a new grave next to that stone where she and her girlfriend had their time. And it's just a real bad time for all of them. And that's where the flashback ends, and we jump back into the present with Dina. I was close.
I'm sorry, I was a little spaced out on Hot Chip. Did you mention the man?
That is a good point. During the flashback before it ends, there's a bit of Chip I think lost between my teeth or something.
You're so dramatic.
It hurt.
You're so dramatic. Men and their drama.
Point is, there is another good in this flashback as well. He's actually her straight love interest.
Yeah, it's like her dad really wants her to be with him because he kind of knows that his daughter is a little strange. And this guy, his wife died, his children died or something.
Yeah.
And he's a really nice man. Everybody likes him. He's a little estranged. People think he's kind of weird, but for the most part, they're like, yeah, whatever. Like, he's a part of the town.
They're like, he's the kind of weird that someone is after they've lost their entire immediate family.
Yeah, like, people don't really want to interact with him too much, but only because they're like, oh, his bad luck will rub off.
Yeah. But he seems to, genuinely care about Sarah, I suppose, in this instance. And
almost, like, shows an interest in, like, actually marrying her.
Even when he finds out that, like, she's been sleeping with what's-her-face, or, interacting with what's-her-face. I definitely don't know her old-timey character name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I remember Sam.
Yeah, let's just call her Sam.
Yeah, Sam. But when he finds out, he doesn't seem too perturbed. He's just like, hey, it's okay. No one needs to know. We can figure blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, for everyone involved, Sarah finds out that this curse that she had released didn't actually have anything to do with her. Because it turns out that the ancestor of Sheriff Good, Mr. Good, was the one who actually opened up the book, read the inscription, and did the ritual to summon and bind whatever demonic hell beast is infecting people to slay the townspeople.
Yeah. You think it was her fault for reading all of these different monikers for Satan, but it just makes you believe that because, you know, of the twist at the end. There are a few clues throughout the other two movies that point towards the Good family being involved with the shady stuff and like, oh, hey, shady side. With the bad stuff. But it doesn't tell you until this final movie. I almost call it episode 2. But yeah, so it makes you believe it was her. But in reality, he stole the book after seeing some lady on lady shenanigans.
Because turns out the person in the woods who watched them wasn't that creepy guy. It was him. Yeah. The other creepy guy.
And he was like, like, this is bad, but also I'm kind of weird, and like, I'm into her, and now I'm jealous, and like, I want good things to happen, and like, I want control or whatever, immortality or whatever. So...
Well, it's not immortality for him. It's like... so it turns out his motivations were to have the town prosper. Have his family prosper.
Yeah, right? His bloodline.
Exactly. So the whole curse is that the firstborn of his family keeps...
It is currently storming. So if you hear any like little tiny thuds, and we can't cut it out, it is storming pretty good outside. So
think about it.
Here we go. It's the mood talking about demons and witchcraft, and it's storming outside.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. But yes, his goal was for his bloodline to prosper, for the town to prosper, and part of that is giving sacrifices to the devil, essentially, in the form of these horrendous murders that happen every so often by the firstborn good in the family picking someone from the town.
Yeah, from the opposite town.
From Shady Side, specifically. Yeah. And in sort of having their name appear on the stone, and then once they complete their murders, their sacrifice to the devil is complete.
Yes.
And then the not Shady Side will prosper, and people in Shady Side died and have a horrible time now.
Yeah, and I mean, his thinking was, one person dies, and then like hundreds and thousands of people get to prosper and live on. That's fine. But the thing is, that one person dies, but they also take as many people as they can before they die with them.
Not to mention, let's be honest, he just wanted, Yeah,
he just wanted to feel powerful, and he was mad.
Yeah. But yeah, it was honestly a little surprising. I didn't expect the good people to be the actual
bad.
Yeah, like I did expect something to come out of it, like for them to be connected in some way, but I didn't think they were going to be the bad guy.
Yeah, it's kind of like spot on because their last name is Good.
Yeah,
but it's a fun play. It is a R.L. Stine book. It's a book for children.
Fair.
Which is surprising because they made it into a very pretty good movie.
Some pretty gruesome scenes. It was lovely. But the rest of the movie, once they get out of the timeline, is the leads from movie number 1 plus the grown-up lead from movie number 2 and random guy from jail cell in movie number 1 teaming up to take down Sheriff Good and all of his demonic murderers.
Which is pretty dope.
Yeah, there's a whole like Home Alone sequence in the mall. They set up all sorts of booby traps and plans, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of fun. Not all of them, but a lot of the murderers are there. You get to see a few more than before. Some weird, creepy mask ones. One who's like 8 foot tall or some shit. And yeah, Okay, so that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I'll be frank with you right now. I don't remember the very end. Yes, I do. They go into the bottom tunnel, right? And there's the goop, and they have him touch it, don't they?
Yeah, he touches it, and
he touches the goop.
And I think she stabs him.
Yes. It's either Ziggy who stabs him, the quirky redhead from the second movie who was the main character, or was it Sam?
I think it might have been Sam, because I think Ziggy was still upstairs with the other folk.
Yeah,
I think Sam was still insane with the.
Yeah, but her and Dina were having a moment where it was like, oh, remember me? We're in love, teenagers. The power of love.
Right.
And then she wiggled out of her demonic possession and stabbed Nick Good.
Right. Look, it's been a while since we watched.
Yeah.
We did take a break last week for reasons. So yeah, it's been a while. But essentially they finish off Sheriff Good, and by killing him, they free Shadyside from the curse, and we get to see the ending of the movie, which is my personal favorite part of the movie, where we see all of the karmic justice that Sunnyvale, or whatever that place was called, everything they deserve is just coming to them. Mm-hmm. Everyone in the good,
which is a little unfair.
They were all bad people.
They were all kind of twats.
They were all twats.
But I think the bad luck, the karmic bubble that has burst.
It really hit the good family most,
because it's been in their family this whole time.
And but yeah, it was funny. There was little. Are you doing okay? The chip getting to you?
I'm okay.
All right. We could wrap this up in a second here. I just want to mention. Oh God! Why do I still?
My mouth is fine. My insides are a little upset.
My insides are doing surprisingly okay. My throat is not. Yeah, just something I wanted to mention about the movie. I thought that in terms of plotting, the fact that I think number 3 was the best in terms of plot and story structure, just because it had so many things that it could reveal from the first 2 movies that it set it all up, which I think, especially with number 1, it really hurt number 1 that so much of it was set up for movie 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Because all of that, set up and whatnot really made number 3 feel like, oh, okay, I get that. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. It really just pulled all these strands and strings and tied them up, and it felt satisfying. And I think that's what I appreciated the most, because it's the fucking end of a trilogy.
Yeah.
A lot of times people don't know how to stick the landing, and they did. They definitely did. Number 3 was possibly the best one in the series. I personally like number 2 more, just because of its aesthetic. But the ending sequence in number 3 is just better.
Yeah. In terms of just movie in general, I think number 2 is better. Mm. Just because it's a little more fun. It's a little more, I feel like, popular to the majority, like that theme of like a slasher film. Yeah. Summer camp sort of thing is more, I think, more fun to a lot more people. I've told people, I one of my favorite genres of movie is period dramas, and they will look me in the face and go, "What is that?" Which, I mean, one,
it's in the name.
That's kind of dumb. That's kind of a dumb question, but also, it just shows that it's not as popular, So, even though number 2 is more popular probably to the majority, I like number 3 just because it's old-timey. It's old-timey, and I do like the montage scene at the end with all of the serial killers, unfortunately possessed serial killers.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I like number 2 just because of the aesthetic, like you were saying. Mm-hmm. But number 3 definitely had the best plot lines. It had the best sequence of events because it all just flowed right into each other. Even the transition from 1666 to what is present day for them, it felt right and seamless, and it didn't seem like it was transitioning into a different movie. It felt like they were finishing that. It felt like it was ending movie number 1.
Yes.
Which is awesome. Like, it's done so well. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. To be honest, we're already an hour in, thanks to our
our little adventure at the beginning,
our little chip shenanigans.
Which part of me feels kind of bad because it didn't last long. That little adventure we went through, but another part of me is like, thank God that didn't last any longer.
Listen,
like my belly hurts a little bit. Like, it's not that bad. I've definitely had worse, but like, that's not entertainment, you know? Like, my tummy hurts. Oh, I want to watch somebody groan because their tummy hurts. I really love that.
I'm gonna cut up the heck out of that just to get the shots of us reacting. It was mostly just for the fun of it. I thought that it would be more of a I thought it'd be like the 100% pain sauce and we just talk through it. But no, it was bad.
No, we're weak babies.
Weak infantile children.
So when I watched Basement Yard and I saw Frank Alvarez, when I saw him eat it, it was this one. Man, compared to us, he is invincible. Holy cannoli!
What a man! Hats off to you.
What a man! But yeah, you guys should also go watch Basement Yard because it's really funny. And then they have all our podcasts that you should watch too. And also listen to and check out their Patreon because it's really funny.
100%.
This isn't really an ad. I just really like them.
That's our plug for the podcast that has nothing to do with us and definitely don't need our help. But it's a good show.
I watch it every Monday. I wake up and I'm like, oh, I have to go to work. But while I get dressed, I can put on the Basement Yard.
Yeah. Truly, though.
Yeah.
I think we should get going. We've taken up plenty of your time.
Is there anything else you want to plug?
Do I want to plug something? Yes, I do. Something that we actually make. So I think you've already mentioned this a little bit before, but we've already recorded the 0 sessions for Terra Mahia, or Tales of Terra, the Terra Mahia actual play podcast, and vodcast that you can catch on YouTube or through whatever podcast app you desire. But the YouTube one will have pictures and videos and maps. Oh my.
Oh, sorry, greed fell a little.
Oh no. But on that YouTube channel is also more actual plays. Just mentioned the Heroes of Hysteria podcast. I will be showing up on that eventually. And along with that will be eventually some little more casual chit-chats with some of those players and regarding just what it is to play a tabletop, how to play it better, how to feel and have more fun doing it, and it's gonna be a good casual fun time. Yeah. So keep your eye on the YouTube channel, and we'll make sure to keep everyone informed online. Twitter's is at Cryptid Delta. Facebook, you can just look up Delta Cryptid Productions, and you can just look that up online. There's very few things with those exact same words.
Yes. Eventually, we'll probably have a website.
Yes.
Websites are weirdly difficult.
They are. They really are.
So.
But maybe if Squarespace sponsored us, we would have an easier time making one. But for now, that's all we've got.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Good. Bye.
Love you.
I think that went as well as it could.